What's up guys, Connor Sloan here. Today we're going to be taking apart this OS55hz. I need to put a new ring in it, and whilst I'm at it I'm going to give the liner a hone. First of all, we're going to take the carburetor off. Just undo that one bolt there. Should undo fairly easily. Pop straight off, give it a quick check over, make sure it's all okay. Looks perfect. Next, we're going to get the engine top dead center because we're going to be removing the backing plate. If you don't get this top dead center, you've got risk of damaging your piston. So let's undo those 4 bolts there. Once those bolts are undone, give it a little twizzle and pull and it should pop straight out. Give it a quick look over. I know it already looks good because I had the engine apart a couple of weeks ago. Now we're going to take the head off. Got these 6 bolts on top. I'll speed it up for the course of this video. Give it a little pull, should pop straight off. Give it a little check over. All looks good. Now we need to take the liner out. So the piston needs to be at the bottom. Put your finger in the top. Give it a little pull and it should pop straight out. Give the liner a quick little check over. Make sure there's no damage. Now we need to take the piston out. Usually push the piston all the way to the top. Just like that. And you'll be able to pop it off of the crankshaft. Like that. Pull the piston out from the top end. Give it a quick check over, see if there is any damage at all. Obviously, I know this one needs a new ring. Gonna pop the ring off. Just use your nail. Just like so. Need to give the piston a clean. So I've got a non-scratch scouring pad. Just going around with that, cleaning up all the burnt excess fuel. I'm to put a new ring on. As you can see, it come up really well. I put a before photo here. We'll take the new ring out of the packet. Now you can really see the difference here between the new ring and the old ring. On the old ring, you can see how shiny it is. It should have a matte-like finish on it. You'll see there's a little pin at the top of the piston. Just trying to find it here, which is right there. Now you need to seat the ring around that pin. The pin should be in the middle of the gap of the ring. This pin will stop the ring from spinning around on the top of the piston. Next, we're going to move on to the liner. I've got my honing tool here. You can pick these up from like Screwfix, eBay, Amazon, but make sure you get the right size. Insert it into the drill. Going to use a bit of 3-in-1 oil. You can use any sort of oil for this, just to give it some lubricant. Insert the honing tool into your liner. Can be a little bit fiddly. This one just about fits in this 55 liner. There we are, it's quite snug. Turn the drill on, don't need to go really fast. In and out a couple of times. And that's it, done. Your liner is honed. Now I'm using the same oil again, just to give the liner a quick clean. I don't want any fragments or metal filings in the engine, as it could cause damage. Time to put it all back together. Now I'm just going to take my time here because this is a very crucial part. I'm making sure that pin is in the middle of the ring. You can see on the back of this con rod here, it is a little bit worn. That side always faces towards the back plate. Slot it onto the crankshaft. Now I've put a little bit of oil on this liner just so it slides in nice and smoothly. Now this bit can be quite tricky. Make sure the piston's at the top. Still check and make sure that pin is in the middle of the ring. You need to slot the liner over the top of the piston, but there's also a marking on the liner and on the engine crankcase. You need to make sure that's in line. It takes a bit of a trick to do, but once it's in, it will slot into place. Just like that. Just making sure the liner is lined up. Everything moves smooth and freely. Always double check that. If it doesn't, then you know you've got a problem. Time to put the back plate on. Now I've got the piston at the top because I don't want to damage the back plate and I don't want to damage the piston. As you can see, there is a flat spot on the back plate. That needs to face towards the top of the engine so when the piston goes down, it doesn't hit the back plate. Put the 4 screws in, tighten them up. You don't need to gorilla tight these, just need to be tight and snug. Just like that. Now it's time for the head. The head is a little bit dirty on this. So first of all, I'm going to pop the gasket off. Just be careful you don't scratch the head doing this. There we are, pop straight off. Now I'm going to give the head a clean, as I've cleaned the piston, so I may as well clean the head. Now make sure your glow plug is out. You don't want all debris and bits dropping into your plug. As you can see, come up really nicely. Put your gasket back in. Now it's time to put the head on. Make sure the head is the right way up. It doesn't really matter, but I just like the right end point in the right way. Should fit quite snug. Put your 6 bolts in. Do them all up. Doesn't need to be gorilla tight, as I say. Just tight enough that you know they're not going to unscrew. Put your plug back in, or a new plug. Doesn't need to be very tight. Just like that, just a little nip. Time for the carburetor to go back on. So we've already checked this over. Everything's good. So we can slot it straight back in. You can see there's marking lines on this on both sides. Just double check, make sure it is lined up correctly. As you can see, I'm checking both sides here. Tighten your bolt up. Doesn't need to be really tight, just so it grips. A lot of people really tighten things up on an engine. It doesn't have to be gorilla tight. And there you have it. An engine with a fresh liner that's been honed, a new ring, ready to hit the skies. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, it's a pleasure helping you guys out. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.